press it.
Cool. I feel like you're baiting me into something.
Yeah, into
But
pressing
you know what?
the goblet.
I'll push the button.
Yeah. When you push the goblet, you guys can see like almost in front of Lunara, the goblet just drops like it's weighted, and then it grows in size, and it looks like a small table, and then just like a piece of cloth flies over it, and it becomes a massive table just floating in the air, just the cloth itself, effectively. Food starts to apparate right in front of you. All the things you'd ever want to eat. Turkey.
Hero's feast?
Yes, it is a hero's feast. You see turkey in the center. You see a big bowl of spaghetti or fish at the other end. Whatever your heart's desire in this hero's feast, it is there. Takes an hour to consume, but there you are. Oh yeah,
Nice.
this you didn't cast a spell though. How'd you do that? Says Lita Urdum. Awesome.
So that I have a note for that goblet, Kevin, is what you told me. It's a strange goblet adorned with gems, with a strange red ruby floating in the middle where you would pour liquid.
Is the ruby in the middle? There you go. You have to push the ruby in the middle inside. Excuse me, so sorry. Either way, Hero's Feast.
Nice.
Does anyone partake?
Ronnie partakes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
Bjorn,
for sure.
Yeah, Bjorn's partaking.
Crash partakes. Lito Urdum looks like he's salivating. In fact, he's been drinking water this entire time. Make an insight check, everyone. He looks awfully thirsty.
I mean, I bet he took quite a bit of salt water, so I guess makes sense.
not great.
Let's see.
13.
Bjorn insight. Bjorn's got this. Bjorn is eating. I don't know, Bjorn. What are you eating on this table? What great meal do you desire here?
Oh, Bjorn has gone like traditional Norse Viking. Like there's a leg of lamb, there's mead. He's got like it's just a plate.
As you do that, you're pointing almost a completely finished bone towards Lita Urdum, and you say, hey man, you're probably cursed. You're drinking a lot of water there. And as you continue eating, you can tell me that you don't say that though. Just fine.
Oh no, that's
let him suffer.
He looks at Lito, and that's what he says, and he's just like, eat something. Fuck.
When he sees you say that, and he will begin eating, also drinking, and then he takes one of his pills because then he realized what the heck is happening. Do you guys let them eat too? They kind of look like they're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
They
say
jump
yes.
in easily enough. Everyone now has all the benefits of Hero's Feast. Lunara, would you roll that 2d10 for us? What number do we get?
Oh, sure.
9 hit points. Reroll that 1. 10 hit points. It couldn't get worse. You guys also are cured of diseases, are immune to poison and being frightened, and then make wisdom saving throws with advantage. Do you guys feel ready now?
Bjorn felt ready when he was riding toward the fucking turtle.
Oh, I've failed this wisdom.
No, I'm not asking for a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. Either way, Little Urdum looks to all of his allies, the two of them, the friends that he brought over, and he says, "Right, this is the first time I've had the pieces in proximity. I'm a little nervous, to be honest, at this point." He's sort of holding this, again, his spear is a deep, dark, black, thin spear. You can almost not see it. You guys don't know where Ririsu is. The weapon that the Minotaur is holding is some sort of what would I say? It's actually a whip. It just doesn't look like a whip. It just looks like broken pieces of rock that are just kind of keeping a shape around his arm, his hand. So it just looks like a gauntlet at the moment, but you can sort of see it wrap around and intuit that it will turn into a whip. The other individual just has a little light crossbow that seems to have a bit of an ethereal look, the blue shading, this coloration of Gallia light that mixes in with it as well. It is almost completely see-through, ghostly. Either way, Litordum says, should we combine them now? What is the process of combining them, really? Is one of us meant to hold it? Should we wing it and just go inside and figure it out as we go? He's kind of asking everybody.
Well, better than sitting here. Than sitting out here.
I mean,
figure it out, maybe.
I was kind of hoping to have a lot more firepower from the Savior on our side when we tried to do this, but if you think our chances are gonna be alright that we do this without the ship and all that firepower just in case, then I mean, I'll give anything a shot twice, but if this goes south, we're gonna have to make one hell of a run from something that's quite massive. So
if we do not complete
I'm on
this
board
mission,
if everybody else.
Litordum does say, if we do not complete this mission, I do not think any of us will be walking away from it.
I'll do what everybody else thinks is right. I trust my friends.
And as Bjorn hears everybody kind of worry about getting away, Bjorn kind of turns and lays his axe over his shoulder and goes, he looks at everybody and goes, "You guys will get away. Because I will not let my friends perish. I will stay behind and make sure you get away."
Well,
Bjorn, don't talk.
Litordum says, right, let's go on ahead. Probably Ririsu is up ahead. And immediately the Minotaur says, "Ririsu's here? Oh, great, my friend." He starts running. And then his head comes off.
Now, this is really insane. To think that Ririsu would be friends with some dickbag like that dude.
Wait a second.
His head?
Like this bro's head just pops off?
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, what does his head look like as it pops off? Is it like a dude in a Minotaur suit?
Yeah, it just looked like a bunch of vines whipped at them.
Oh,
there's a bunch of
goodness.
its body left over. Luckily, its arm is still there, so one of the pieces of the trident is actively grabbable and there. But something from this end, just like vines or a tree, just grabbed at it and left this trail of blood that you now see.
Cool.
That
Cool.
You hear
I knew I didn't like that guy.
the muttering of like cursing in the corner, furthest away from the blood to the south of that room, as if someone's there.
Bjorn's gonna look at Ronnie and go, Ronnie, do you have a
Yeah.
torch?
Yeah, I've got torches.
Light a torch and throw it.
All right. Ronnie gets a torch, lights it, and he chucks it where Bjorn indicates.
Everyone with dark vision immediately looks at you with a bit of disdain, but they kind of roll their eyes as they're now looking away from the light to the rest of the darkness where they could see easily.
If anybody gives Ronnie a, like,
Where are you
irritated
going,
look,
and where do you throw the torch?
So he's gonna
wherever
have
Bjorn pointed.
Ronnie throw it toward where those vines whipped out.
Okay,
Because
Ronnie, let me see
Bjorn
you go up
wants to
there.
lay eyes on
Come on.
whatever there is.
Yeah,
Don't
if
get too
Ronnie
close.
pointed at it, if Ronnie pointed to throw it in the direction that the vine man ran, he'll kind of give Bjorn a weird look and be like, "All right, here I go," and he throws it. So, what do I need to roll?
Where are you?
Ronnie is right here, behind
Yes.
Bjorn and Lunara.
Okay.
So
And where do you plan on throwing
he
a
would
torch?
chuck it, I'm assuming over this way somewhere.
All right.
I guess because Bjorn told me to throw it in the direction of the Vine Man.
Litordum is
So-
large. He is a very tall thing.
All
This-
right. I mean, Ronnie throws stuff. He throws stuff a lot.
Yeah, go
Maybe
for
he
it.
can
Go ahead.
throw it over.
Throw it
Lito's
over
head.
Litordum, yeah. You get closer if you want. You could even get on the little reddish patch there. It's okay. It's safe. The water's warm.
So, when you say okay, it's safe, that just automatically makes me want to go, this is
Feel
shady.
very unsafe right now.
But yeah,
And,
but Ronnie will get close, like
Don't you hear the
parallel to
music?
Bjorn,
It's
and
all nice. Come on.
I
doesn't
don't
mean
trust you.
anything.
He's
That
everything.
could be like a trap of. It's a false sense of security.
I
is
know
what that
better
is.
than to trust.
A DM setting you up? Come on. What?
Heaven forbid.
Heard of.
How unheard of.
Wait. How heavy is the piece of staff?
Which piece of staff?
Approximately.
Oh,
the one that's over here in the blood pit.
it's like it's just like a weapon, like a whip.
Like, is it like
you can carry it
or
easily.
less?
Yeah, anyone could carry it. Probably not. It's made of stone. It's just past
What am I-
that. I'd say
More than 10 pounds?
it is a little more than 10 pounds. Unfortunately,
Fortunate.
yes. I know you want to mage hand it out, but you just can't.
I'm
Just
gonna
can't today.
mage hand it.
It's made of stone.
What is Ronnie?
It is broken
pulling?
pieces though. Like you could probably take one at a time, and then you learn that they all function as one thing, and you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool actually. It's also attached to a hand.
Well,
Yeah, gross, a gross Minotaur hand.
It's a huge hand.
Yeah.
Oh, freaking Borrow died. I'm so upset. Nobody went up and did a perception check for him. That sucks.
well, he shouldn't have been so
Arthur is just
stupid.
I
You
know.
forget-
Arthur not saying to the rest of the group. He just gonna wander in.
Sure. Are you doing anything as you wander in?
Besides doing a perception check, no, not really.
Oh, so you're trying to see if there's stuff around.
Yes.
Where are you looking? To like the east of the room, south of the room, southeast. Which direction?
Southeast.
You're
There's
keeping
always
an
something
eye
in
on
the corner.
southeast. Yeah. I mean, you know that the blood trail is where the vines came from. But if you want to keep an eye out on the southeast, that's perfectly fine. There is no need for a roll.
Ronny
Walk where you will.
to go down the-
You kind of step up.
I roll.
You probably go next to the hand, and you could grab it or not. Is up to you. I'll mark where it is effectively, but you do see the individual who's sort of muttering to himself, and they look up to you and they say, don't get so close! Don't get so close!" They're trying to warn you.
Ronnie did throw the torch, and I just rolled a simple dexterity for that for the throw.
Oh,
and I got a 20.
for a throw is a strength check actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See if you can lob it far enough, because you're like 30 feet away from where the intended direction is.
Not as good.
Yeah.
That's not that great.
Let's see.
Did I at least get it over Leto, or do I smack him in the back of the head with a lit torch?
You see, I don't know about that really, because my
Or did it
tool-
not even go that far?
Yeah, it's like right in front of you actually. It's next to the
Oh, that's
wagon,
great.
so that's interesting. It's just a torch there now.
Bjorn's
Did
gonna
it
look
go
at
out because it's like liquid?
the torch and just go, "Really, dude?"
He just kind of like looks kind of embarrassed. He goes, "Look, I wasn't planning on throwing shit today. All right, it's not a dagger. It's not aerodynamic. It's just a hunk of wood. What do you want from me right now, dude?"
Bjorn's gonna pick up the torch. It's still lit, correct?
Yeah.
He's gonna pick up the torch and he's gonna hurl this thing where those vines whipped out of.
Okay, so walk to the torch and then make a strength check.
Ronnie will follow a little bit embarrassedly behind Bjorn.
You said a strength check?
Yeah. That's
Hurry
great.
up.
That's
what
all
do you-
I'm
happy
imagining.
with this.
That's all I'm imagining.
What Bjorn's trying to do is, if he throws it up in the air, is trying to see if those vines whip out toward it.
All right, you roll a stealth.
Please
You
tell
need
me.
strength.
Oh, I did roll stealth.
Yeah, that is a stealth. But what I wanted so badly is for like Bjorn to go to throw, trip on a rock, and have that shit land like right in front of him. I wanted that so bad.
Oh.
Even better.
So you throw it. The only
I have
problem is
advantage.
you do have advantage. Okay, great. Are you raging?
That's a 15.
Are you gonna rage?
Yeah, he'll rage. Why not? Fuck it.
You're gonna burn a rage, just throw one.
Wait, I gotta ask you something, Bjorn. Did you pick the giant subclass?
No, he's a
I
human.
wanted to tease him so bad.
Right. So you're gonna rage then, huh, Bjorn?
Oh yeah, he's gonna rage because once he sees it, he wants to try to go after it.
The torch?
No, the vine, dude.
Oh, so you are gonna rage.
Yeah, he's gonna rage, throw the torch, and if
Okay.
the vines whip out, then he's
Yeah. I mean,
Going
yeah,
forward,
you throw the torch. I'll say a 15. It lands by Arthur. Probably on Arthur, to be honest. Like next to your foot. You have to move away, legit, Arthur. But you're also a fire dragonborn, so you do what you wish. Anyways, as all of this is conspiring, torches being thrown, Arthur being told not to get closer. You do not know what indication, where they're meaning. If that means don't get closer to that or don't get closer to them, you can take it however way you wish. You may make an insight check. It is up to you. You can tell your allies there's people here. You're the only one who heard them and can see them.
Arthur talks to this obviously mentally ill individual. If he's saying, "Are you talking about the hand or you?" to stay away from.
No, stay away from the roots. Stay away.
Roots. Got it.
Yes, come closer here. Come to me. Come to me. Yes.
Arthur, before he continues, he shouts, "Hey guys! There
Quiet.
appears to be people in here." Why? I'm just informing my allies.
It's a root. If it hears or sees you, it comes. If you were any closer,
Right.
you'd be dead.
Well, remind me not to get. Why am I not surprised that the roots can hear us and see us?
Of course they can.
Why am I not?
How else do you think they feel? They feel wind. They are nourished by water.
Have you been eating mushrooms, buddy?
Yes. Why do you have some?
Did anything happen when Bjorn threw the torch?
I'm sorry?
Since the torch was moving, did anything happen? Like
No, the torch
vines-
just lands. It's just there. It's just sitting
Bjorn's
there.
gonna go.
It's pretty close to where the hand
Looks
is.
safe enough,
Do
and
this.
is gonna start walking forward.
I'm going to dancing lights.
Sure. You put dancing lights all over.
Yeah, I'm gonna put like one in the here-ish vicinity, maybe one in the here-ish, one in the over here-ish.
Okay. You're littering my place with lights. Mm-hmm.
Arthur tucks the
Each in
now
in the
nickname
10-foot radius.
Mushroom Man.
Okay.
Arthur asks the now, as I nicknamed him, Mushroom Man.
Mm-hmm.
So the entrance is there. You can leave. Would you like to leave?
Why would I leave? This is home. Are you here to take the trial?
Me and my allies.
Excellent. Do you have the 10 keys to destroy the beast?
Maybe.
Yeah, I see that 3 of them are floating on you. Do you have friends?
Yes.
Okay, bring him in.
Okay, Hermit. As Arthur kind of like slowly crawls.
What's happening?
Well,
Who are you? What is this? He starts talking to the guy. You can do what you want.
Arthur kind of walks out there and he's like, "Hey guys, there seems to be a hermit here. He's here for that trial thingy. So we probably should get going. Also, don't go near the object in the middle of that. Supposedly the roots will kill you somehow."
Did you say that Bjorn is already walking toward the middle of the room?
Your funeral, buddy. And he's like, "Your funeral, buddy."
So Bjorn, how much in the middle do you walk to? Do you walk dead middle? Do you walk edge of the middle towards the safe zone where you see everyone else sort of tiptoeing?
So he's kind of keeping himself between whatever's in the middle and the rest of the group. He's kind of using himself as like a human shield almost.
Okay.
That way, if something whips out, it's going to hit him and not the group.
Okay. So I have you in a very specific square. You could be 1 square over if you wish, and that would be the dead center. Do you want to be there, or the square that you're on is fine? On the safe side.
We'll go the square that I'm on.
Okay. So that's where you are. You are next to the thing that I keep forgetting to draw in. Let me draw it. It will be yellow, so it could be seen. There is a yellow whip. It just looks like a heart. Or a person wearing a mask. Or a fish, if you look at it in a weird way. Anyways. all of you approach the weird mushroom man.
Yeah, Ronnie will follow kind of behind Lunara. As he does, he'll kind of like softly kind of ask, Lunara, before we landed on this thing, you said that you heard some kind of goddess's voice? It warned us about this place, right?
Not specifically about this place.
I mean, it warned us about the thing we're trying to fight, though, which is this thing, place, whatever.
Ayala only had 1 minute to convey whatever she felt was necessary at the moment.
Yeah. As Lunara walks past Bjorn, she's gonna like literally just grab him very forcefully by the hand and drag him with her, leaving him over there by whatever the vine things.
Yes. Grabbed.
Grab.
You grabbed who?
Bjorn. And I assume at that point you're like sort of looking out, and then you feel Lunara soft hand, and she's like, no. And you're like, I don't know, you tell me, what do you do?
Yeah, Bjorn would definitely feel Lunara's hand and would follow, like next to her.
Mhm.
But it'd be kind of that, like he's constantly looking over at the middle to make sure that nothing's coming.
Yes.
Because as
Understandably
much as
so.
he wants to protect the group, like he wants to protect Lunara.
Okay.
I have no idea why.
The mushroom man, giddy that all of you are showing up. Yes. Oh, friends, yes. Oh, you don't have the power. He's looking at Little Urdum. Actually, he already saw him. He's looking at the Sahuagin. This one too doesn't have the power. Okay, so you are the chosen ones. He's looking at the ones, anyone who has the wands sort of floating around your waist, just idly. A weird effect. It's kind of annoying at night sometimes because it sparkles. But you know what? You got used to it after a while. And as you seem to have, maybe at least some of you have experimented with the wands, each one of them do have an effect. You maybe don't know all the effects of all the wands that are floating around you. Any physical wands that you actually do have, you still have those, but these seem to be able to act differently. The mushroom man, as this guy has been so faithfully described, I guess. He says, you're all here to take the trial to defeat the gods.
I think that's why we're here. It hasn't really been explained to us. As far as I knew, we were coming in here, assembling some pieces of a weapon and kill this thing that we're currently standing on.
Yes, pieces 3 for the trident is what you need.
But nothing about a trial.
Hearing the words trident instead of spear, Bjorn's gonna kind of look at Lethal Odom like, you said a spear, bitch. The fuck is he talking about a trident?
The type of weapon is inconsequential. Whatever Fiero makes it at the end, it
And
requires
Bjorn,
all 3. I have a spear. He kind of just
Bjorn
points the spear at
definitely
like
going
around
to
you.
question Lethal Odom a little bit harder.
Okay.
He's
Or you just
gonna look at Lethal Odom and be like, what are you not telling this group? You want us to help you, but yet you have not given us every fact that you know.
Ronnie will kind of add behind. Also, why did your Minotaur burst into vines? What, did he have some crazy fey parasite inside of him?
the Litordum is about to start speaking at these questions. The mushroom man chimes in. Oh, that's the spirit here that took him. And Litordum is like, okay, that answers that question. And what am I keeping from you? Other than proprietary information, you do not need to worry about Imali. The only real thing I haven't informed you of is that I am, well, bound to this creature. Other than that, it's hard to explain. I can't leave the planet. But that is all.
Bound? You mean you're bound to this overgrown turtle creature?
Yes,
So what happens when we kill the thing? Or if we kill the thing?
I may be free. Who knows?
And if I cleave your head from your shoulders right now, what happens?
This situation
Arthur,
would turn very ugly.
Arthur kind of like looks at Bjorn. Please do not threaten.
Like, Bjorn is still enraged.
No, it dropped after.
Has it been a minute?
Yeah, well, it drops after a round.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I read that wrong. My bad.
Bjorn, I don't really like this particular situation as well, but we're gonna have to see it through. Leto, you didn't say anything about any trials. What does all this mean?
I
What
know nothing
trials?
of this.
The trials. You want to take the trials, yes. There are two choices for any of which to take. Any who wishes to take on Fiero and take their crown. Yes. Either take the trial of 2 fights. You will first take on the soul of this entity that we live on. And then secondly, its armor. Or you can take the trial. Trials are simple. Feed Igor. Leave a token in the pool, make 1 sacrifice, and then defeat the Forlorn in a challenge. That's it. So, yeah.
So
like
human
eating
sacrifices or completing trials.
Oh, it doesn't have to be human. It could be anything. Any type of creature with intelligence. Yeah, any
I
one
get
of you will
that.
do.
It's just
Yes.
Bjorn looks at the little fish dude and goes, "Sorry, bud."
They give you narrow eyebrows, and you hear like a warble. Does anyone know the language of the sea? Whatever the hell it's called.
Language of the what?
Ronny,
The language of the sea.
What's the language of the sea?
I don't know.
Deep speech?
It's like
Aquan.
merfolk
Bubble?
language.
Aquan. There you go.
Oh,
Aquan? No,
I
I
thought you were
do
talking
not know Aquan.
just like
no.
No one knows Aquan. Yeah, there could be a slur other than Aquan in the corner there. Could have been like a insult. It could have been anything. You guys don't understand. It sounded like more bubbles than anything to you guys.
Or what did it sound like, Kevin?
Just bubbles.
do that again.
Like,
So our
Did I
first,
word it?
oh my lord. Do I need to get closer to the mic or something? I could do it again, I guess. But is that better? Is that sufficient? Okay.
No, I got
gosh.
the first time. I just wanted you to do it again because it was funny.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
It was.
Cool. Hopefully the recording caught it, because
Hey, we-
half the time I'm like, I do like a weird voice, and I'm like, oh man, the recording did not pick that up at all. That's fucking lame. But whatever. Either way.
Ronny kind of speaks up. So, I don't think it's really a great idea for us to be sacrificing any one of us, because that would be one less, person to fight. So you said that our options were a sacrifice, or we do some kind of trial by combat.
Yes, trial by combat, yes. You can fight the beast you're standing on and its armor.
Oh.
Do that
Oh,
one. It's
great.
hungry. Do that one.
Does the
Yes.
sacrifice have to be a person?
That's what we were
It-
planning on doing, right?
They shrug. They have to be
Bjorn
intelligent?
looks
Question
I
mark.
have-
There's a question
I
mark
have
in
an
Bjorn
there.
idea.
looks at this hermit.
I have
And
an
goes-
idea, gun.
Huh.
Kresh is looking at
He
you
doesn't-
with narrow eyes.
Aw, Crash.
Bjorn looks at the group and goes,
I would trim us all. I would
hermit doesn't fight. We don't need him.
What's
summon
wrong
a
with you?
creature, and then we could just sacrifice that.
Is it smart?
I mean, no one ever said it had to be smart.
It can't be a beast. It can't
Yeah,
be like
too.
a simple beast. They've already tried that.
No.
Yeah. I could tell you that much. Like, I don't know how much that threshold is. I don't know if it's like it could be like a very intelligent beast. Maybe if you know the spell
Is this
Awaken and you put it on one, who knows? They're just
Bjorn takes the blade of his axe and kind of puts it to the hermit's neck and goes, we don't need you.
yes, but you can't take
Me,
Yeah,
me.
this
did
guy's
I-
full of shit.
I live
You
here.
cannot kill.
I would gladly sacrifice myself for my queen, but I cannot anymore.
You said it had to have intelligence.
Do I look smart to you?
You didn't say how much intelligence, hermit.
They go,
Must you met hermit or opens up.
Is this guy completely full of crap? Is he like just making a bunch of shit up just to stall us? What is this guy's
make
vibe?
an insight check. I'd say.
My insight's been crap.
What you mean? You rolled really well that other time. But no, that was a persuasion check. You believe that this individual might be bullshitting you. You don't have a reason to believe it.
Ronny
I mean,
kind of
my-
calls from behind. Guys, honestly, I think this hermit dude is just full of crap. He could have crash landed on this damn thing from a shipwreck a long time ago when this dragon turtle, destroyed his vessel. I don't think we should buy anything that this guy says. I say that we do what we came to do. This is all just a distraction. Let's assemble the spear and kill this fucking thing so we can go home. And so that I can call my job here done.
Won't
Bjorn,
argue
what
with
do you
that.
We are wasting a bit of time here. We should collect the piece and move on forward. Whichever path feels best. Litordum looks to the guy and to this thing and says, this shrouded individual, which way towards the vines, the creature here? Up with the blood, follow the trail where your friend went. And then this route, that's to the trial to feed Igor, the token, sacrifice and a challenge.
Sounds like a waste of time to me. Leto, let's just follow, get our fragment piece back, and finish the job.
I'm ready whichever way we go. I did come
One of
for
you
a
needs
fight.
to pick up the fragment piece.
Move my dancing lights.
Where do you move your dancing lights?
And Arthur walks along.
One
Oh.
here,
Well, Arthur's gonna start wall hugging his way to the blood trail.
You stand right there?
Come on, guys.
Okay, the
Yeah.
moment you step
1,
right there, I need you to make a strength
here.
check. Go stand right there, thank you. Strength
great.
check, please. Oh, sorry, strength save. Strength save.
You know, that is quite fun. It was quite funny that the hermit
Yeah.
actually eats mushrooms.
Do a strength save. You get bonuses. Probably.
Yeah, because we got the Heroes Feast thing on us.
Oh no. Arthur is grabbed and he's being pulled
What?
over to this edge. He has moved so far 10 feet or 15 feet, hard to tell exactly. But he will be dragged all the way through. Do you guys do something? Like there's like
Bjorn's
a
gonna
massive
look at Ronnie.
set of vines grabbing around his body, almost encapsulating most of him, other than his toes and his head.
And as Ronnie was the closest one there, can Ronnie try to do like a slash at these vine things to sever them so that it can't pull anymore? I mean, he does
Can you
have
hear me?
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Ronin. Did you want to say something?
Oh, I was gonna
Talking
try
to-
an Eldritch Blast where the vines are coming from.
Okay, so first,
Yeah, if
Ronnie, you weren't close enough for the sentinel to go off as Arthur was there, and you were not next to
yeah,
it.
I'm about 10
but
feet away.
but you can run up and try to swipe at it. Like this is effectively, you guys do get an action. Lunara, roll your Eldritch Blast if you want to pelt at this thing. It does have cover via Arthur.
We'll check how many I get.
Okay, I could get right to Arthur from
One
where
second.
I'm at.
I'm so sorry.
That's good. So
I have. Wait, what level are we? I'm so brain dead.
we're level 10 now, or at least that's
Yeah,
what
back.
Ronnie is.
Everyone should be level 10.
Okay, so I have 2 beams.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah,
That
so the
wasn't
rapier gets stuck to the trunk. Make a strength check.
Makes me mad.
Strength check.
Okay. I'm gonna have to manually roll it because apparently it doesn't let me roll it on here.
Oh, okay. So you are able to pull this rapier out from never seeing it again.
Yeah, that's
20.
great.
And it's a 21.
All right.
But Arthur's still getting
20
dragged, right?
The 21 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And then the other one's a 23.
Oh, it was a 21 and a 23?
Yeah, because I have plus 10.
Okay, yeah. I heard 20 and 21. My bad. Both of them will hit.
You're good. Okay. So that's gonna be 1d10 force, so I'll just do that.
Thank you very
11.
much. All right, let me put that on there. You can tell that the damage was minimized. There's something to it. It must have ignored some of
I have
it,
other options. It's okay.
and it must have deflected some of it. So you saw a bit of it just sort of fly off and almost hit Ronnie, in fact, because that's why they almost lost their rapier as you're blasting, and it almost reflected back at Ronnie that moment. But it still hurt the thing. Like you see it reeling back. I will now make a roll. It does
For
let go
Bjorn to
of
activate-
I have other options.
It does let go of Arthur. Arthur, you are free.
Sweet.
Bjorn,
Oh.
you are the only one who didn't
Oh
do
my
anything here. Did you want to do something?
I was gonna ask you to activate his axe. It has to be covered in blood, doesn't it?
No, it's just to show the symbol. If you want to use it, you could you just have to choose to use it if you have the capabilities. I think there's a
Okay.
long rest or short rest. I'm not sure exactly the parameters to return the magic. But yeah, it's just a lightning strike that you do. But yeah, it seems that
Arthur, you are safe for now. The vine reels back. It's almost like a tree, like tree with the stems of it leafless as hell. Just a tree try to grab you, Arthur. And
Mm.
do you stay there after you're let go? Do you linger
Nope.
in that
Arthur
exact position?
starts going by the. Nope. Arthur starts going back hug walling, wall hugging. You probably want to stay away from there.
Still pretty close to it though. Everyone's over here.
Well, Arthur kind of like shouts out. Well, despite that minor interruption, we still got a weapon to make and a giant thing to kill.
Oh, so you're still gonna run through that exact position that you saw the vines coming through? You're going this direction?
Well, it started when I got. Yeah. Wait, which direction is the sacrifice?
Basically, what the DM's asking you is if you're going forward towards the direction of where you were being pulled by like this vine tree creature, because the direction you're currently at, you're close to where you were attacked before. Out of character, I think it would be best if we're gonna go that way to fight that we get everyone together before we go further, so that we can all try and take this thing out. Because if it's just me and you over here, that could lead to us getting hurt unnecessarily.
So my question is,
That's
Arthur,
why Arthur is shouting out.
do you run back
Sorry.
to a safe position, or do you stay right there on the wall? That is not a safe position from what you know.
I'm gonna.
That's safe.
Okay. Arthur's like, well, no matter if he's lying or not, we still need to figure out a way to build a weapon and then kill this blade thing.
Sure. Ronnie, where are you?
That Ronnie is gonna kind of back up a little bit too, but he is gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna say right about here behind Arthur. He is gonna keep an eye over here though, as he talks to everybody else, because if vines start making the.
Are you sure you want to stand in that exact square? That seems to be like where a lot of the dragging marks are, for sure.
Okay, how looking around, where would be a safe spot? I know Ronnie was safe kind of over here before.
Anything behind this rock.
Yeah, I guess anything behind the rock.
That
All
little.
right, in that case, Ronnie will go back over here where he was standing before, so he's out of range of the tree vines.
It's still within its range, technically. You have to be behind it. So that square is good, or that square.
Dancing light.
That's fine. That was just the torch that was being thrown around.
Yeah. Is it still lit?
Yeah.
Or did it go out and fizzle out?
Yeah, it's still lit. It's still lit.
Ronnie will take it then, and he'll, as he doesn't have a dagger right now, they made Ronnie's offhand.
Okay.
So it's burning, and we have plant things around us. I think this is a good idea. So he's got his rapier in his right hand, torch in the left hand. Guys, I think that we need to gather the whip that the Minotaur dropped, and we need to head in the direction where, basically, wherever we need to go, to get this thing set up so we can take out this creature. If that means going past the tree creature, then we need to have a battle plan in mind so we can take it out. I can't imagine it's that tough. It's a walking tree.
That thing was big. Are we sure we can handle it? I mean, I'll be fine, but are you guys gonna be able to handle it?
Bjorn looks at the group and goes, "If I distract it, y'all can at least get behind it."
Bjorn, I could definitely hurt this thing if I can get behind it. So if you want to tank this thing so the rest of us can start damage dealing, let's do it. It's a solid plan. Lito's okay in a scrap as long as he actually aims with his spear. Ronnie kind of jabs at him. Based on the last time that he saw Lito fight.
Yeah.
And Bjorn at that point isn't taking, like, has completely turned to face where this thing is.
Okay.
He's going to burn another rage.
Are you sure you don't want to rage when you're inside? Because if it doesn't attack you, then you lose it again. And it didn't attack Arthur. It grabbed.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, then what he's gonna do is he's gonna step in to the area where he knows it'll lash out at him.
Okay.
And as it whips out, he's gonna try to take his axe and cleave through the vines.
Okay. So are we gonna set up a plan to everyone to start hurting this thing as it's trying to reach and then run in once it's reeling back again? Or is this more situation like you're allowing yourself to get taken and then the rest of the group goes in?
Yeah, Bjorn kind of giving himself as like, all right, you're going to deal with me now.
I get the sacrifice regardless, huh? Very nice.
No.
Excellent. So never believe the weird guy in the corner. The guy, I could be lying to you. You step to that exact spot and you are grabbed. And thank you so much for that sacrifice, Bjorn. Roll up a new character. I'm joking. You all see Bjorn get grabbed and pulled towards this thing. Is anyone prepared to do anything about this? Before that actually happens, does Lunara say anything about this thing ignoring most of her damage?
She probably would have said something.
Okay, do we still do this plan?
I think Ronnie...
Arthur kind of gives Lunara one of his weapons, but which one?
In mechanical terminology, this creature has not only resistances, but also damage threshold.
Huh.
Okay.
So, better leave your defenseless.
This thing's still wooden.
So
I'm betting
Arthur
he's
goes
not-
through the bucket. He gives her the flaming short sword.
That's clutch right there. I was gonna say this thing is wood, so I can't imagine he's immune to fire. But
I mean,
I think what Ronnie would have wanted to do
Half
is
the trees
as soon
in
as the
freaking D&D 5e stat blocks are immune to fucking fire. It's so annoying.
Wild.
Wait, they are?
So fucking
Yeah.
annoying. Yes, because they're wet, or they're mossy, or they're in a swamp, or some other bullshit. Yeah. Hopefully this one isn't.
My players
really
will learn this hard way.
funny
You know,
enough, I've never
reminds
actually
me-
fought too many
You know,
trees.
this reminds me of this one campaign I was with. So,
No,
me
we
and
don't
my
have to hear that.
buddies,
I need
we
you
were
guys to
going-
decide which way you're going. Either east or south. What are you guys doing? Sorry,
Okay.
Victor, but you guys have been in this room for an hour.
And you said
think that
wrapped up and is being pulled, correct?
Not yet. It's up to the whole group if everyone's gonna tell. Yeah, all right, Bjorn, do it.
We should try to avoid that thing.
Arthur's like, okay,
It's a good
We
idea
might
you
have
guys
to.
heard.
to avoid it.
Which direction?
we
is
might have,
sacrifice.
we might have to go that way though. Is my thought is. I mean, Leto doesn't seem to know where the hell we're going. We need to find out a place to get this spear assembled so we can start trying to do some damage. But I don't know. I have a feeling that we should go the way that the vines are taking us. But what I was wanting to do is either let the thing grab Bjorn and then we all attack it when it's dealing with Bjorn, or like what the DM said, which I kind of like better, is as soon as the thing tries to grab him, attack it like the arm or the vine as soon as it attacks, so that we hurt this thing. So Ronnie would kind of want to take up like an ambush perspective on this. So as soon as we see the vine, start hitting it with everything we got.
Hooray!
Is that what you guys want to do?
I mean,
Bjorn-
it's better than staying around here.
Now,
Do
when
you
We have
got
to do what Mushroom Man said.
What'd you say, Lunara?
So we don't have to do what Crazy Mushroom Man said.
Hey, I know he may have taken a little more extra pharmaceuticals than necessary, but actually
I'm
no.
not
But
putting
he's okay. No, but
I mean, you guys can always
Hey.
check what's on the other side and turn around. Just saying. There's one route
Ronnie
that
can
looks
maybe
like you
I'll get
cannot
a
turn
patch.
around from.
I mean, we could send Crash in,
Or
teach his
Crush.
channels, and see which.
He's giving you darted eyes now. He's like, motherfucker. You freaking dragon.
I'm not making Crush into a sacrificial. No.
So
I'm not
when-
saying sacrifice. I'm not saying sacrifice him.
You're
I'm
always,
just saying.
you're always wanting to
others go ahead.
sacrifice Crush, and no.
Bjorn's gonna look at Lunara. And is there a look of concern for this sacrifice plan?
Which
On her
sacrifice?
face.
The sacrifice to the north or the sacrifice to the south?
For me
Yes.
being for Bjorn being the sacrifice. Like
Yeah,
being the
he's
one that lets the
glaring
vine
at
fight.
you.
Yeah, wow.
He's
Bjorn's gonna-
full-on glaring at you.
Bjorn's gonna look at Lunara. And so say, okay,
Alright, everyone roll d12.
what did your play?
Alright.
Roll what?
D12, please.
D20.
No, D12.
Oh, D12? I thought it was... Okay.
You hear monstrous chittering coming from outside. It seems to be maybe crawling creatures headed towards you. You hear the flight of the creatures that you had go away. They are trained to step away from danger when it comes near and to return to the spot where you left them. Maybe something's coming. Hurry up, move it along, says the DM.
Bjorn's gonna look at Ronnie and tell him to pick up the part for the spear.
Alright, Ronnie will
Okay.
take the spear part.
He's gonna look at
charisma
Lunara
saving throw, please.
and ask
Ronnie?
her to move her lights around the cavern to see if there's any other way that we can get around this thing.
That's what I was trying to do before people were jumping into the vines.
There you go.
I hadn't jumped in.
No, only Arthur did.
I would like to put a light here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell us to check it out. If you two are gonna go ahead and start arguing, that's up to you. And as he starts walking down the south tunnel,
Ronnie, you hear a voice. It says, "You are close. You are not one of my children, but your aid will be... I'd be grateful for your aid. It will be rewarded." That's all.
Alright.
And in your hand, it stays a whip, actually. It's just a whip still. It's cool.
Alright.
You have a +1 whip in
Ronnie
your
will
hand.
kind of like...
Are you attuned to 3 things already?
When Lunara moves the light,
Ronnie is attuned to his armor. Ronnie is attuned to his rapier, I believe. So I've only got 2 things that I'm
So
attuned
now
to.
you're attuned to
Um,
one of the tridents.
Sweet, I'm
Yay.
attuned to a trident piece. All right.
Yes.
When Lunara
Ron,
the lights around, does Bjorn see any other way that we could bypass this without being attacked by?
Yeah,
these
there's a whole
monsters?
cavern where blood isn't coming from or being dragged through. So that's nice. I mean, there is blood eventually if you were to peek down, but you'd have to peek down. Does anyone go? Arthur, I saw that you went down there.
Arthur already
Did you?
ran off that way.
Okay, so both Arthur and Lunara go down that way, impatient that everyone sort of lingering there. Least one of them follows them.
all right. I guess
Well,
we're
so
making a
Wagon
choice to go
that-
down.
Also follows, although they have been
I'm just gonna
threatened
kind of highlight
already.
so they kind of stay in front of the group.
The lights,
Yeah, they're gonna kind of stay ahead of wherever we're going.
for sure. Yeah. Go on, move on. It's not like anything can bite you down there. Not worse than what's up there.
Bjorn is
Ron will
definitely
kind of like.
behind.
Go ahead. As we're passing out, Ronnie will kind of like go by the hermit and just kind of like gesture with his rapier. Look, not really sure what your deal is, but if you try something funny with us, you're gonna wind up with this sticking out of your back. So, no funny business.
They sort of pull their hood back. You can tell that this very dark hood just happens to be like moss. The cranium is revealed to be bone white skeletal. It's looking at you. It has no face. It seems to be meshed into the wall. And they say, "What back?"
What?
He's
They
the
don't have a
monster.
back. He's stuck to the wall.
Well,
Wampa?
Ronnie kind of like leans. It's a figure of speech. But, no funny business.
Oh, it's all funny business in the Fey realm. He puts their hood back on.
Why I hate it here. Let's go, Bjorn. I'm trying not to stay in this place as long as possible.
Each one of them waits for everyone to go through. They're not gonna sacrifice me, are they? Really, right? This Wagon asks Arthur.
Sorry?
This Wagon asks Arthur if they're gonna sacrifice them or not. I don't really want to die.
No.
Okay.
The only thing that's going to die is this thing.
Yes.
At least I hope so.
My home has been ravaged long enough. Yeah. So Arthur moves on. Anyone else goes?
Yeah, Bjorn will be behind Lunara.
Okay. That's where you are right
I
now.
think, Ronnie will kind of be behind the fishman.
Fish lady.
Oh. Fish person. Fish lady.
Yeah. She has like breastplate armor that is fitted for her. And she's how do I say that this without being uncouth? She has large breasts. There you go. That's just atomically correct. What do you want me to tell you?
She has a voluptuous bosom.
Yeah, like
Object movie.
proportionate to her body. In fact, a little weird, but still, they seem to move along as if it doesn't matter. You can imagine if the armor wasn't there, it'd be a situation. But Lunara, do you move any more forward? Or do you stay right there? Or do you look for traps before going to a place that your allies are
I'm
have
gonna
already
look for
walked?
traps.
Yeah, they already walked through it. This
I'm
looks like there's
gonna look
traps
for
though.
traps.
You look for traps. There's nothing there. Make a perception check.